At this time, I will call the meeting to order. Clerk of the board, please call the roll.
Certainly. Commissioner Baker, Commissioner Dellisfort, Commissioner Granados.
Here.
Commissioner Kowalski,
Yes.
Commissioner Mirabella,
Present.
Commissioner Palmieri Muedad,
Here.
Commissioner Williams.
Here.
Vice Chairman Bodek,
Here.
Chairwoman Leon.
Here.
Let the record reflect you have 7 commissioners present for this evening's regular meeting.
Clerk of the board, please lead us in the prayer and salute to the flag.
Humbly, we ask God, the giver of peace and lover of charity, to give the entire family of nations true agreement with his will, and to grant the light of his spirit on all who work for justice and peace. Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right.
Clerk of the board, please read the statement of compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act.
The chair wishes to announce that pursuant to the requirements of the New Jersey Statutes Annotated, Title 10, Chapter 4, Section 10 of the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting, the Board of County Commissioners of the County of Union, has been given by mailing the annual meeting schedule for the year 2025, along with periodic changes necessitated by circumstance, to the newspapers circulating within the County of Union who are designated to receive such notice, and by posting the annual meeting schedule for the year 2025 in the Administration Building, and further by filing the annual meeting schedule for the year 2025 with the Office of the County Clerk.
May I have a motion to approve the communications?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Motion was moved by Commissioner Mirabella and seconded by Commissioner Kowalski. Clerk of the board, please call the roll.
Certainly. For the communications, Commissioner Granados.
Aye.
Commissioner Kowalski.
Yes.
Commissioner Mirabella.
Aye.
Commissioner Palmieri Muedad.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chairman Bodek.
Aye.
And Chairwoman Leon.
Aye.
Let the record reflect you have 7 votes in the affirmative on all of the communications.
Tonight, we have one ordinance for adoption. Clerk of the board, please read the ordinance for adoption by title.
Yes. Ordinance number 854-2025, an ordinance fixing the salaries of members of the Board of County Commissioners, the county manager, county council, and department heads for 2025.
At this time, I will open the meeting to the public for the purpose of commenting on ordinances 854-2025 only. Kindly state your name and town of residence for the record and adhere to the 5-minute time limit.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Commissioner Board, and of course, the gold mine of golden nuggets tonight. This is Bruce Patterson, Garwood, New Jersey. Looking at these raises percentages every year, one can only suspect that the Compensation Committee must meet in the back room of some local cannabis dispensary. Everything must look so hunky-dory. You really don't care how you look in giving out exorbitant raises every year, despite this being a county of continuous disasters. You lean on your vaunted bond rating like a crutch when all that tells you is that you can tax and tax with impunity. Meanwhile, operations is disastrous. OSC investigations with recommendations to the state to withhold funding. Facades falling off the Cherry Street building. Facades falling off the Ashbrook Clubhouse, plus major repairs of the foundations. The Annex building, major roof leak resulting in disastrous flooding of 5 floors by rusted pipes and equipment. The resolution's on tonight. $300,000 excavator buried in water and ruined with subsequent DEP investigations, claims, and PSE&G lawsuits. Linden Biofuels project, $40 million over budget, with their bonds now considered junk status. PIOSH claims and stop orders up the kazoo. Court ordered forced rebidding on the government complex even when the project was in construction. DEP wanting to investigate oil oozing out of the basement floor of the 13-story courthouse. 12 years and counting of the major stairwell renovation with major flaws, and this is just what comes to mind and not what even is exposed to the public. We don't know. But hey, make sure everybody on the upper level gets their share of the tax money. Incompetence is certainly replaced by greed. Integrity replaced by a corrupted system of self-serving. Accountability replaced with subterfuge. But some highlights of the numbers in front of us. Vicki Durbin Drake, Director of the Parks and Recreation, is getting an amazing 6.8% raise to $175,000. She came on 2 years ago with no breakage and no experience, and now her salary is up 10% plus from the previous director who had 12 years experience. My good whipping girl, head of finance, Bibby Taylor, is getting a 5.2% raise up to $190,000 now. This full-time job goes nicely with her other full-time job of director of the Improvement Authority of $120,000, so now totals $300,000 with 2 full-time jobs. Neither does she do any of them apparently well from observation. Yes? Okay.
Well, your comments are actually offensive. You're talking about whipping an African-American woman? I mean, I don't really understand how that, I really don't understand. Go ahead. I don't want to interrupt your
I don't
diatribe.
understand, it's a colloquial expression. Deputy County Manager Amy Wegner, who I really wanted her to be the county manager years ago, is getting a 4.2% raise to $193,000. Strangely got a $500 further bump in 1 month. I guess it's somewhat reasonable since she apparently does all the work that Senator Scutari's BFF, the county manager, does, but with a 45% less pay. At least she dresses
Mr.
better.
Patterson, be careful about personal comments. They are not allowed, and you're fully aware.
But she does dress better. My namesake, Bruce Bergen, the county council's pay, just broke the $200,000 threshold with his 5.1% raise. You guys certainly need a well-paid mouthpiece to cover all your blunders. Lastly, and strangely, Public Safety Director Burke, who makes noise at the microphone, was listed as on the original salary ordinance, but 1 month later in the revised ordinance, he is nowhere to be found. The question is posed, why did he suddenly disappear? All this, of course, needed to be said, since no one from the public really pays attention, except me, I guess. So with that said, I know you have your marching orders from your boss, Senator Scutari, to ignore the county disasters and just vote yes. Thank you.
No one else.
Seeing no one else speaking, I will close this part of the public session. May I have a motion to close it?
Yeah, I'll move to close the public portion.
May I have a second? Thank you. Clerk of the board, can you please read the?
Certainly, Chair, and this is to close the public hearing and make a motion to approve the ordinance number 854-2025, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Commissioner Granados,
Yes.
Commissioner Kowalski,
Yes.
Commissioner Mirabella,
Aye.
Commissioner Palmieri Mudet,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chairman Bodek,
Aye.
and Chairwoman Leone.
Aye.
Let the record reflect you have 7 votes in the affirmative on ordinance number 854-2025.
Tonight, we have one ordinance for introduction. Wait. Okay.
Chair, there should be a motion now by the fiscal subcommittee chair to move the ordinance for final reading and authorize advertising according to law.
Was that,
Commissioner Williams, if you can move the ordinance?
So I hereby move ordinance number 854-2025 for final reading and authorize the clerk of the board to advertise same in accordance with the law.
Second.
The motion was made by Commissioner Williams, and it was seconded by Vice Chair Bodek. Clerk of the board, please call the roll.
Commissioner Granados,
Aye.
Commissioner Kowalski,
Yes.
Commissioner Mirabella,
Aye.
Commissioner Palmieri Mudet,
Aye.
Commissioner Williams,
Aye.
Vice Chairman Bodek,
Aye.
Chairwoman Leone.
Here, aye.
That's seven, let the record reflect you have 7 votes in the affirmative for ordinance number 854-2025.
Tonight, we have one ordinance for introduction. Clerk of the Board, can you please read the ordinance by title?
Certainly. Ordinance number 855-2025, an ordinance to amend the laws of Union County Administrative Code and policies and general legislation by amending Part 1 Administrative Code, Chapter 1, Union County Government Structure, Article 17, Department of Administrative Services, and Article 24, Department of Economic Development.
I would like to ask Policy Committee Chairman Bodek to move the ordinance 855-2025 for first reading.
I move ordinance number 855-2025 for first reading and authorize the clerk of the board to advertise same in accordance with the law. The public hearing and final reading will be held on February 27th, 2025.
And I'll second, Chairwoman.
Thank you. It was moved by Vice Chair Bodek and seconded by Commissioner Kowalski. Clerk of the Board, can you please call the roll?
Commissioner Granados?
Aye.
Commissioner Kowalski?
Yes.
Commissioner Mirabella?
Aye.
Commissioner Palmieri Muedad? Commissioner Williams?
Aye.
Vice Chairman Bodek?
Aye.
And Chairwoman Leone?
Aye.
Let the record reflect you have 7 votes in the affirmative on introduction of ordinance number 855-2025.
Thank you. The meeting is now open to the public for the purpose of commenting on resolutions being offered for adoption or any governmental issue that a member of the public feels may be of concern. Kindly state your name, town of residence for the record, and if speaking on a resolution on the agenda, please note the resolution number to which you're referring to and adhere to the 5-minute time limit.
I have something that I'd like to present to the clerk. It's a Clark Reservoir Committee shirt for you, Mr. Oatman. Maybe you want to keep it. Maybe you want to put it into the archives.
I'm not sure
Or
it
give it
helps
to a
with
commissioner.
I'm not sure it helps me dress better, apparently. I try, though.
Just wanted to come here to kind of put a bow on,
But
I
thank
don't
you.
know, the last 10 months or so that we've been coming here to say thank you. Really appreciate you hearing us, eliminating that boat ramp. Some residents still obviously are disappointed we're not getting aeration. Some residents are concerned about the size of the boathouse. But when I think about our original counter proposal, we really got a lot of what we were looking for. So, thank you.
Hello, Chair, Vice Chair, Commissioners, Mr. Bergen, Mr. Oatman. Thank you very much. My name is Susanna Savelli from Clark, New Jersey. In the past, you know, I've come up to trying to speak for what the residents would like, and I'm here to say thank you very much to the responsiveness of you guys to help listen to the Clark residents, to the Clark Township, and work with us and with the county folks and NJTA to come to this final conclusion for the Wendell Place boat ramp. We really, really appreciate your effort, and I just want to give you a big thank you from the whole entire neighborhood of Wendell Place. Thank you.
So everything that I need to say has been said. Pat Delaney.
Your name and town.
Okay, Pat Delaney on Wendell Place. So I too just wanted to say on behalf of all of the residents of Shetland, Lefferts, Wendell Place, Terhune, that we are truly appreciative that you did listen to us and that you did deliver the news that we were looking for. There's been a lot going on with that project, as Diana has said, for a long time now. And we really do feel that we've gotten a lot from you, and we truly do appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Claire LeBruno, Clark. I also wanted to extend my thanks, and I just, especially in society, there's a lot of apathy, and the fact that, and I've definitely heard things, probably the others have too, like, you know, what people will do, what they're going to do, like people can affect change. And so I want to especially thank you for making us feel like we were listened to, for listening to the public, and for like showing that the public's opinions do matter and that people should speak out about things they're concerned about. Thank you.
Nancy Twaskas, Clark, New Jersey. Well, everybody spoke what I would want to say, so I don't need to say it for the fifth time. But I do have a piece of an article with a picture of 2 endangered species that are now on the list of New Jersey endangered species, and I'd like to leave this with the clerk to give to Director Durbin Drake, so she can make sure with working with the contractor that she's current with what now is on the endangered species list, and the contractor is current, so none of their homes are going to be impacted by any of the development that's going to go on in the park. Thank you. Just the pictures are from the backyard of one of the residents that lives along the park.
Good evening, all present folks at the podium. I'm here about another issue, and I brought it up last month about the animal cruelty statutes and also the Union County Prosecutor's Animal Task Force. And I know that the Union County Prosecutor is here this evening, and I would like to know if the task force is still in force. And the clerk of the board is going to help me out getting some further information, but that's my question regarding my personal avocation with animal welfare, because it's really something that should be looked at a county basis, because other counties have become involved with their animal welfare issues through spay-neuter clinics, different aspects of animal welfare, affording monies towards the betterment of the animals in our county. Thank you.
Ma'am, I'm sure Prosecutor Bill Danny will talk to you about the task force after the meeting. He's right there.
I'd be happy to do that. Thank you.
I'm here. I'll head over.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the Commissioner Board, and of course, the gold mine of golden nuggets. Bruce Patterson, Garwood, New Jersey. I don't have much, by the way, so maybe we can go home early. Reso 150. Here's not just a wow number, but a holy crap number. You're giving T&M Associates nearly $700,000 to provide, quote, construction and administration services for intersection improvements in Plainfield. Since T&M doesn't do construction, all this $700,000 is for some design and paper shuffling. And in my opinion, just because it is federally funded doesn't mean that you can waste the money away to one of your favorite professionals with bloated contracts. The question the public needs an answer for is, what the heck is this $672,000 being spent on, and how many intersections are involved? Reso 151, just a comment, is finally getting around to fixing the totally damaged county annex building by giving M&M Construction a huge $5.5 million contract for the repairs. I referred to it previously on the raise ordinance. This on top of the $1 million for the roof. The leaky roof for years rusted pipes and equipment, which caused a flood damaging the 5 floors below it. And just hope that a lot of documentation wasn't ruined by that flood. Reso 164 has Commissioner Mirabella wanting the legislature to authorize the government to now publish legal notices on the government websites. There's a large demographic that does not have access to computers, nor is computer literate. This is an insane request and even a direction to the legislature, and it's not transparent to the public. But for him and his patronage job and his wife's patronage job, both making over $300,000 in total, he could care less, as he laughs all the way to the bank about that one. General comments. I've been following the Clark Reservoir ongoing bidding disaster, but thank you very much for showing up, gang. And the problem is you like to hire subpar professional firms, in my opinion. From the bid sheets of both bid cycles, CME Associates may not know what they are doing regarding the public's interest in the bidding. The first bid cycle, he had the deducts being the same cost as the unit prices in the main bid. This makes no sense in construction, and it ended up with only one bidder and 50% over CME's budget. Now here we are in the second rebid cycle, and again the bid sheets are unprofessionally put together. He set up the bid to be a total cost, but then has 6 cost deducts. From my 40 years construction experience, any contractor compiling these deducts will not give the full cost amount back, but will hold back 10 to 20% of that cost, since they still incur overhead and schedule costs that are unknown at that point. To point out, there really should have been a base bid and then 6 add costs. That way, all numbers would be addressed competitively. CME's way is actually making the project cost more than it should. The downside of many bid adjustments is that the county can also pick and choose them to possibly swing the bid to their favored contractor, but of course, we know that won't happen in this county. So, I mean, you're going out to bids. Let's hope for the best, that somehow you can get it within some kind of budget and that all the work will be done as per the Clark Reservoir's request. So that is great. I really haven't seen anything on the boathouse bid yet. I thought you said it was a separate bid, but that would actually be probably an add to the main bid. So, thank you very much.
Seeing no one else, I will formally close this portion of the meeting and ask for a motion to adopt resolutions 20. Oh, I'm turning the meeting over to County Manager Ed Oatman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just a couple brief answers for Commissioner Mirabella's Resolution 164. I'm not sure if Mr. Patterson's aware. I guess he's uninformed that the Star Ledger no longer exists. There's not a paper that covers every town in the county, a print paper. So in 2025, the only thing that there is, unfortunately, is the web. So I believe Commissioner Mirabella would rather we put it on our website instead of paying newspapers to put it on their website. So it would actually save the county and towns money, which is a good thing, most of us would think. And as for 150, T&M is being hired, as it says in here, for construction and administrative services. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Seeing no one else, I will formally close this portion of the meeting and ask for a motion to adopt resolutions 2025-146 through 2025-175.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Moved by Commissioner Mirabella and seconded by Commissioner Mudet. Clerk of the Board, please call the roll.
Commissioner Granados.
Aye.
Commissioner Kowalski.
Yes.
Commissioner Mirabella.
Aye.
Commissioner Palmieri Mudet.
Aye.
Commissioner Williams.
Aye.
Vice Chairman Bodek.
Aye.
And Chairwoman Leon.
Aye.
I'll let the record reflect you have 7 votes in the affirmative on all resolutions.
Thank you. And at this time, I will call upon my colleagues for comments, and I will start with Commissioner Kowalski.
Thank you, Chairwoman. We're proud to celebrate Black History Month with an art exhibit featuring local artists Mansa Musa, Brian Branch Price, and Lydia Watson in the Commissioner's Gallery on the 6th floor, right outside the door to this room. Mansa Musa is a Newark native and a photographer and arts educator whose work captures human experiences across the United States, the Caribbean, Africa, Central America, and Europe. Brian Branch Price is a Plainfield native and Howard University graduate. He's a renowned portrait photographer with work in the collections of the Plainfield Public Library, the Harn Museum, and the Major Taylor Museum. And Lydia Watson, also from Plainfield, creates artwork inspired by nature, blending stippling and abstract techniques to celebrate beauty in the natural world. So this exhibit is open weekdays when this building is open, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. through the end of February, and it's curated by the Union County Office of Cultural and Heritage Affairs. So for more information, please call the Cultural and Heritage Affairs Office, 908-558-2550. And please also check our county website for other events celebrating Black History Month. Thank you, Chairwoman.
Thank you. Commissioner Mirabella?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'll bank my time tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Williams?
Thank you, Chair. So we would like to invite residents to celebrate Black History Month with a series of events highlighting the cultural contributions and historical significance of African Americans. This year's theme is African Americans and Labor, honoring the profound impact of Black Americans in the workforce from early laborers, and I guess that would be from 1619, to modern leadership roles. The celebration began this past Monday with the raising of the Pan-African flag in front of the Union County Courthouse. Our series continues on Thursday, next Thursday, February 13th at 7 p.m. with a free jazz performance at the UC PAC Hamilton Stage in Rahway. Guests will enjoy the music of jazz trio Grown Groovin' and a presentation of the 2025 Chester Holmes Humanitarian Award. Tickets are free, but registration is required at ucpac.org events. On Wednesday, February 26th, 2 weeks from now, at 12 noon, Union College of Union County will host a Black History seminar featuring NJEA Secretary Treasurer Petal Robertson. To register, visit ucnj.org/BHM. Additionally, as was noted, we have a fabulous exhibit right outside in the Commissioner's Gallery. This year, what's also new is we now have a set of Black History Month trading cards focused on African American labor leaders, modern labor leaders. It's a set of 12 cards, and they're available through the Office of Diversity and Community Engagement. For more information, including a lineup of all of our events, again, visit ucnj.org/BHM. I also want to note that today is the 26th observance of National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. It's always on February 7th, and I want to thank my colleagues for approving a resolution recognizing it. Yesterday, or day before yesterday, I was online at the CDC and at the NIH looking for some additional information on the impact of HIV/AIDS on communities of color, particularly the African American community. And what I found was that the page was not found. It was removed by the current administration at the White House. So that means that there's information that folks need that they cannot get. And you may know that Elizabeth and Plainfield are still among the top 10 municipalities in our state with the most cases of HIV/AIDS. So, I'm just very disheartened, and that the government has decided that this is not important to Trump and his cronies. So, if you want information, it is available elsewhere, certainly through some of our resources. So please look them up. So thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Commissioner Palmieri Mudet?
I'm going to bank my time because my son has a basketball game I could get to if we.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Commissioner Granados?
Well, now that just made me want to go rush through my comments right now. I had a whole 3 paragraphs ready to go now, Kim.
Sorry.
No, I just wanted to acknowledge and thank the Clark Reservoir Committee for coming here today. You know, we know that everyone doesn't always get what they want, but there's always a happy medium of trying to get as much as possible. And plenty of times we have individuals, organizations come here and give complaints, and when we resolve it, we don't hear from them again. But we appreciate each one of you coming out today to not only throughout the whole entire process of giving us your complaints and your suggestions, but also coming in, thanking, even though you didn't have to, but we appreciate you coming here today to this meeting and thank us. Appreciate that. And with that said, I also want to acknowledge an individual who spoke before from the audience. When it comes to different positions within our administration, we go based off qualifications, experience, the work ethic they have, and the prior experience they had before coming here. We don't go based off how people are dressed or if somebody dresses better than another person. And, when you're directing some of your comments towards female people in our administration, I find that offensive, and I think so many other individuals do also. So keep it to recognizing that no matter what, if somebody's been here for 2 years, 3 years, or how they dress, etc., it's about their work ethic, it's about what they produce, and I do believe that the county's been moving in the right direction due to their work ethic, due to their leadership in their roles. And I think Union County is a better place for it. That's it. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Vice Chair Bodek?
The Union County Board of Commissioners invites seniors and caregivers to attend upcoming Aging Services Kiosk Ask events to explore a variety of senior programs and resources. Hosted by the Division on Aging, these events provide expert guidance and assistance, including form completion. Bilingual staff will be available at all February dates to assist Spanish-speaking residents. No appointment or pre-registration is required. Seniors and caregivers from any Union County town are welcome to attend. Upcoming Ask events for February are Wednesday, February 5th at the Garwood Public Library, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Thursday, February 13th, Clark Public Library, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Tuesday, February 18th, Westfield Memorial Library, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Thursday, February 20th, Maine Elizabeth Public Library, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Thursday, February 27th, Hillside Public Library, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, contact the Division on Aging and Disability Resources Connection at 1-888-280-8226 or visit ucnj.org/DHS/aging. That concludes my comments, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Council Bergen?
Nothing. Thank you, Chair.
County Manager?
Oh, yeah, one quick thing. Vicky, how long have you been at the county? 25, not 2. 25? Okay, I just want to clarify that. Thank you.
So now it's my turn. I just want to share some of the events that I attended the past few weeks. And I, along with Commissioner Mirabella and Commissioner Palmieri Mudet, we celebrated the achievements of former Union County High School athletes at the 88th Annual Hot Stove Dinner. Mirabella and I delivered remarks recognizing the dedication and accomplishments of all these athletes, both on and off the field. I also joined Vice Chairman Vodek and Commissioner Williams at Union Township's Black History Month Expo. They had over 40 vendors. It was a really great event, and we were honored to present the Mayor, James Bowser Jr., with a resolution recognizing Black History Month. On Monday, I joined several of my fellow commissioners in raising the African American flag at the Union County Courthouse to mark the beginning of Black History Month. And yesterday, Commissioner Palmieri Mudet and I participated in World Read Aloud Day at Ola Edwards Community School in Hillside. It was such a great thing. The students were amazing with both of us. And that's the end of all my remarks. Thank you. So at this time, I am going to, may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank you,
Second.
Commissioner. Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Commissioner Granados. Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
This meeting is adjourned.
Run, run, run.